In this shot, we have a PowerPoint presentation that's being displayed by means of our presenter PC, which is then linked into our whiteboard. And we have the shot set so that it takes up most of the space presented to the student. For the purposes of this shot, we would want to take advantage of the very, very large amount of white space available to us so that these example illustrations that we're using, which are just simple PowerPoint animations, would be perfectly appropriate, but we could, if we wanted to, make them much larger. And if we wanted, for example, to add additional steps or more explanatory text to this process, we could do so and still not really clutter our stage. We'll look at some other shots as we continue that will have a different orientation. As you'll see, they'll involve the presentation being behind the instructor in a much more direct fashion. And for those, we would probably be very happy with this particular construction in terms of white space, only because in another shot, as that we'll see in another demo, the instructor will actually be standing in the foreground of the white space that's presented to one side of this slide. So when we develop these slides, we want to keep that in mind. We have a number of shots that we can take advantage of, and for engagement with the student, we do want to vary those shots. Sometimes, if, for example, we were explaining a complex process that involved a number of steps that we wanted to animate, using a large amount of white space for that animation, such as we see here, would work well. In other situations, maybe, for example, this explanation, it would be better to have the explanation somewhat further in the foreground and the instructor standing, at least as far as the shot is concerned, directly next to it.